Tan 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 tan.
And action.
Action.
Man, Dizmo is in the building. Finally.
Territory.
Why do I feel threatened? Like
Territory.
sounds like a very popular threat.
Yo. Did you see that video? Is it for Commander?
For Commando.
Commando.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen his
Which
video?
video is this?
Oh, Commando.
Coin, you can. Please feel free.
Fine. Laka kale wangu. I'm trying to hard.
You're trying to become popular now. Wow.
I'm trying so hard.
You're talking about which commander thing?
Commando. He released the video as well and the song like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago actually.
What was special about this one?
It's just I just like the street vibe that they
It's
brought
like
into.
a military song or something.
Military song.
Yeah.
Call to action, Buta.
Not like Your Maps is Commando.
No, a different
Something.
one now.
We just started.
I'm just asking. Anyway, before we proceed with this episode, remember, all our episodes now are brought to you by Big Tree Beverages. And of course, the drink that we are talking about all the time is the Brothers Mocktail. And it comes in 4 exciting flavors. There's a Cosmo, Dizmo, please feel free. So there's a Cosmo, which Dizmo is about to drink right now. Then there's a Mojito. We've got the strawberry and lime. Then there's the Pina Colada, which is our favorite, Elson and I. We enjoy that one because it's just...
Yeah.
Well, we change. It'll be our favorite for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Appetite's catching the foot, we get into another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So try a Brothers Mocktail out if you haven't yet done this. And we recommend this one because even if God came today and he arrived on this planet and he was thirsty, this is the drink he would settle for because it's just that good.
You'd be
So
safe.
there's what?
You'd be safe. Like
Exactly. So there's the Mojito, Cosmo, strawberry and lime, and the Pina Colada, which is our favorite currently.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a busy house today. We've got Gob on cameras.
Yeah.
Coin just showed up. And we get people asking us all the time who Coin is, or when people meet him and they find out who he is, get excited. There's Coin in the background there. We've got Mary. What's the name of this lady again?
Big Booty Michelle. I should not be calling her that, but yeah, she's my friend Michelle. Awesome person. But the booty, you know, when she enters the room,
Yeah.
her booty comes in 2 minutes later.
It's that type of when she turns, it's still
It's still turning.
good one. Our guest today is one. You know, I've met so many rappers in this country, but for some strange reason, there's 2 rappers I've never bumped into any event, even on the streets. Dizmo and J Cash.
Really?
Never. This is my first time talking about a boy.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. Never ever met J Cash, never ever met Dizmo. And man, I really feel good being in your presence, man. Like you can feel the greatness in him.
Yeah.
And praise Jesus, man. Dizmo.
Makuna matata.
Nice one. Looking out for a great, exciting episode. And the first time I ever heard the name Dizmo. Guys, you hear the name Dizmo and you can't even put your hands together for this man.
Clap.
Useless studio. Guess we have today. We're filming this one from East Park. What do you call this place again? What's the name of the studio? Lifestyle Studio at East Park Mall.
Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is K+, also known as the Podfather. And Elson is not available today. He will be with us.
It's K+, baby.
Yeah, but sitting in for Elson today.
It's me. So I've decided to be Elson for today, and I'm bringing in my big dick energy. So if you see me man spreading, just know I'm trying to tap into my inner Elson. You know, I'll not be a sarcastic, but I'm gonna be a lovable.
Dude, the first time I ever heard your name was from this kid, Dizmo.
Yeah.
Yamba. Nilipimanta oroba bwana nivoma paya koya kaniya lapo ginete isoni nizabanoyo koya vuko yabagwesa munga kolela ibanyesa bana shikwera nizaba kwera pene bapera ninambola panikani mwana mumatebera bamubusi tiroko deko osasobera vile tishita ndema lapo ndema tidiera
I see you, my nigga. Don't dance now.
Dizmo.
Wait, who? This kid loved you so much. He used
Yeah,
your name,
yeah.
or did you pick the name from him? Who did
No,
what?
so that kid, is friends with my nephew, So every time we're making music, kwali bafeerako bati panganda mulipanga enyimbo so nga bayisa baiche, they're playing outside and then you're sampling your songs and then they're having that feeling to say umkanamba wesalembe enyimbo, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so they just had love for me and stuff. Till now they're still having that feeling for what I do, you know what I mean? So kwali beerako bati ga wafuma panganda limbo angwati brother obala chako kabola or something valamwita fyati nangwati keita kubola and then naomwache ngamwa fya young keita jan
Right.
so kwali ba efo mfo dabo mfisho omwache but how close
Stole your name, became a hit.
yeah take a bola.
Well,
that the boy when he was rapping he didn't even know how impactful that thing was gonna be, so kwali ba fya tarecha and then viral, but I wouldn't call him a thief or something because he's my boy, like, you know what I mean? Boy fe wakawati na intefe.
you know what would have been dope though? To have Dizmo featuring Dizmo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
well,
the guy started singing with Rough
Yeah.
Kid instead of you guys. Why didn't you pick him up if he was your nephew's friend?
No, so the thing is, we figured out he's very young for, entertainment at the moment. We decided to send him to school.
Nice.
So he's in school as we are speaking right now.
No, but my point is when he blew up with that video from the streets,
Yeah.
it's another rapper who picked him up. Wasn't it Rough Kid or someone who picked him up? No?
No, Uncle T is the one who adopted him.
And he started doing music as well, right?
No,
or just
no,
went
no.
to school?
He's
What's the
full-time
kid that
in
Rough
school.
Kid picked up? No, Slap tried to get him.
They try to get this more. Yeah. Because also word on the street is one thing that I discovered is when I was talking about, Dizmo is supposed to come on the podcast. Someone was like, do you know how Dizmo was discovered? So sometimes people think that young Dizmo
Yeah.
is this
Grew up to
Dizmo.
be this
and for someone like me, who's not very Kopala street cred,
Yeah.
I'm like, I've met Dizmo a couple
Yeah, yeah.
times. There is no way he has grown
so
that
the
fast.
thing is, I would go to places,
That's fine.
and people would introduce me to people to say Dizmo, and then they'll be like, isn't Dizmo young boy? But I understand, not everyone would know you, because in most cases, people who tend not to know me, they are bigger people, maybe
Yeah.
70, I'm cool with it anyway. Yeah.
But one thing I like about Dizmo, if people haven't noticed, is I think of all the Zambian artists out there, Dizmo is, for me personally, he's the most consistent content creator as well.
Yeah.
Dizmo really puts so much work. You put so much work into your promotions.
Yeah,
Like,
marketing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe talk about that because on TikTok you already have over 300,000 followers.
300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very
So
consistent.
I've noticed one thing, it's like social media in Zambia. There are just a lot of things that go viral at any point. So if you are taking much time to release music or maybe to create content, you lose engagement. People will focus on the other things that are trending. So I try by all means to just come up with, ideas and just, kukununganika abantu fya pa page.
So do you manage your own social media? Because we've had conversations here where artists don't even understand social media, manage their own channels.
For me, I'm the one who is like, the headmaster of everything that I do. Yeah, so I do.
I brought up the issue of Dizmo because I feel like at the time when that kid blew up, I feel like nobody knew you until
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kid blew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was first looking out for the collabo. I mean, the boy he showed he could flow, but of course, I'm sure most of the rhymes that he spat on that freestyle, if it was even a freestyle,
Yeah.
was that like your song? Was it his song?
Yeah, so that was my song. It features one of the guys from the hood. His name is Manu,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did the first part, the first verse, and then the guy did the second part. So it's an old song, that one. Maybe 2014, tracing it back to 2014, 2013.
Man, you owe that boy 50% of all your royalties.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, no, he doesn't.
Speaking of royalties in this
Okay,
country.
but there's one thing also
Yeah.
that I like about Young Dizmo is even if even me being here the way I've pushed and stuff, we
Yeah.
don't feel like entitled, you know. Like it's just focused on academics and stuff, you know. That's a good thing, you know. Because I've had situations where you would feature someone in a song, for instance, and then a song blow up, and then maybe you are doing some shows and stuff, and then they start bothering you, you know what I mean, to say, naomba tuwalipange nyimbo shanshan, you know, such kind of things. So the boy is in good hands, so to say.
So what are you talking about when you give that example of a feature and they don't?
In most cases, they are not established artists.
Like who?
When I feature an uprising star, yeah. So when the song is a hit, you know, and then for me, I already made a name, you know, and then they start bothering you to say, "Nomba twalipanga it shan." Example na shila for kupea.
But what's kulishne yako as example for kuipela papa?
Vakam.
You don't want to mention anyone.
Ukavirifia kale kaida. Patwali tule bomba na papers up.
I was talking about royalties and how you owe this boy like almost 50% of whatever you make, man.
Yeah.
He helped you blow up. But what are you doing for Dizmo right now?
For me, I wouldn't want to push him so much into music because he needs to acquire knowledge first. That's the most important thing at the moment, you know. So I've kept a distance, you know, between me and him because I don't want him to get into the industry so much that he stops concentrating on academics.
But don't you think the earlier he gets into the industry, the better? Because, I mean, there's people like... No, I'll give an example. I'll give an example of Tabo. From the movie Can You See Us? She's doing school and acting at the same time, and she's in the media. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why don't you feel... Why don't you feel like that boy Tabo can be groomed? He can be doing school during the week and be groomed to be Zambia's next biggest rapper on the weekends. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But looking at it from Dizmo's point of view, have you seen how the Zambian industry can be crazy, especially when it comes to music? What happens in the industry? Maybe he doesn't want to expose him to certain things.
Okay, Dizmo, what's so bad about the rap industry that Dizmo can be affected by right now?
My point is, when he's focused in school, you know, you already have people like me who have an impact in the industry. So it won't be a hard thing for him to even just, because he's known already. So when he wants to come fully into music, you know, it won't be a difficult thing because he has connections already, you know what I mean? Because the reason why he needs to concentrate on school so much is because foot in the industry enough I can now kwata foot school foot. You know what I mean? Enough I can now kwata school. What is somebody for us to be here, you know?
It still doesn't answer my question. I've given an example of a girl like Tabo who right now she's at what school is this? Crested Crane, and she got a scholarship because of her acting abilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's still able to juggle the two.
Yeah.
She does mostly her media works Saturday, Sundays. Monday to Friday, her mom makes sure it's schoolwork and homework.
Yeah.
But like when you look at also artists in the music industry, like what he's saying, which was going to your next point where you're going to be talking about royalties and whatnot. There's a lot that people have to understand, especially when it comes to the industry. You need a certain level of education or understanding or foundation for you to make certain decisions. Tabo is an actress.
So to make things clear, what I mean is music te job fiyako watu wafe 4 hours wainuka. It's a full-time job. You know what I mean? Kwali wafina masituations yako wati muingira mu studio nangwati. Nangwati 9 hours mnefuma mu 03. Wamon. So for me, I feel like what he's doing right now, you know, is in school, but writing music and stuff, but not full-time into... Because trust me, for what I know, you know, you can't do music and any other thing at the same time.
Either
it's almost
in 100% or you're out.
Yeah, it's a job like any other, you know. It's a job.
Yeah, but I still think he can make it. I mean, there's people like Coin who can manage him. Coin has got 2 master's degrees. I don't need...
I mean, even when we were growing up, we had Lil Bow Wow, Lil
Exactly.
Romeo.
Very good points. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They started Leo and look what happened to them as well.
And then you spoke about he's too young for some of the evils that are happening in the rap industry. What evils are these?
I didn't mention any.
Okay, something to that effect.
In short, what I'm saying is there's that curiosity of wanting to do more when you're in the industry, you know. So him being in school and then maybe you know, it's not that when he comes back into music full time, you'll be successful just there and then, you know. There are times where you drop a song and then doesn't make an impact. You'd want to make another one. You know, as a result, you become addicted. You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he's done with academics and stuff and then he has a backup, you know what I mean? Kukwata ko backup kaili. Nangunifuwe wapa. Tuwalikwata ko backup kaili.
Backup is
uma briefcase. Tuwalikwata paper.
Paper.
G2 paper. So if
Balingana fye.
so kaili nili yako wati ka paper na alikwata. So kwa wafene la kwa tulichako ka distance na studies nation. What a backup.
I was at Dizmo when somebody says nalikwata paper. I'm expecting like you've done a degree in pharmacy, you know.
Paper ni paper daddy.
Paper and paper.
I mean, you Kalenga, you're the one who is Mr. School.
If we guy yoko turefu mangana wakwata ko ili ya paper ni shuri mundu sana. Ofo balele kila ama school bagay na ngwati. Ali muntu grade 10 bakambali yako fika mu. Na yeye na ali butuike futhi. Ali butuike.
Wait, so after grade 12, you had no ambitions of doing anything apart from music?
So after grade 12, I stayed home for like a year. And then the following year, you know, I started selling clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, there was this day when I was just seated home and then, you know, kids had opened school, you know, and then my sister wanted me to buy, you know, school shoe for umwana wako.
Yeah.
School shoe. So at that time, I don't know ngayari ni ite kwacha. So when I went to buy a school shoe, yarisa sangwati after nafika kuna neza isanga padi 40 mamon. Ero yari kali and then nashita na watu warira. And then the remaining 40 kwacha was like mine, you get my point. So I figured out from there and then to say, oh, so I can do this thing. You know, when you've stayed in the hood for so long that you don't even get employed and stuff. Nishtoshari shupa. So, ngana ikala sana pa kombo nkula bati ama influence, bad influence, shan. So from that day, what happened was when I had that 40 kwacha, the following day, what I did, I went to Salaula, you know what I mean? And then I bought a short for like 15 kwacha and a white t-shirt. And then went back home. And then there was this guy, you know. It was my friend, you know, he come with the short. I was like, yo, mpera fezad. And then he gave me like 80, and then I sold that shirt at 30. I had like 110 in like 2 days. You know, I lopa combo ni their time. Then the following day, na amba feno kuingira pa town fair. Ya ine atu out to my shirt shan. Mo am kushapa street ya ine. I even have a pic. Ba ma Kamilanga. Yeah.
Wala tupera gobo put it on the screen.
So for ya ine. Then Efona isa pangila fina capital fair and lambo kushafia kufala fair. And then from that time, I was the main reason why I was doing that is because, you know, I needed money for studio, you know. Kwa liba ili ati producer kailipa kupangia nyimbo. Kumushirako something, mama.
Yeah, true.
So, nga washitako wa Sofia fine, wapela ko producer, and then mwabomba, and then ya shimbi futi. Yalisa balaka food company na capital bwino. Yalisa panga capital, and then there came a situation of young Dizmo. From that time, yalisa sangwati after fiashed kafide findu, you know, because people where I was working from knew that I was Dizmo, you know.
Yeah.
So they were like bothering me to say, "Are you money?" You know. Then nalisa de kafe uko yako kunishito. And then Ashtana.
Wait, what's that kunshito because of?
Because of the same situation. So when that young Dizmo situation blew up, I recorded a song with J Cash, you know, Life Kondamzako. It was a hit, you know what I mean. And then I was in a situation where you are selling clothes and then you are trying to sell something and then someone is asking for a photo. You know?
With your salala
you know what I mean? And then nalisa fileka fie. Chana focus fie kuri studio.
One thing I like about Dizmo as well is, I don't know, have you guys ever looked at Dizmo's outfits when he gets on stage? Does this have
I'm liking
anything
a
to do-
safari outfit right
Bruh,
now. I'm
like-
wondering what it's about, though.
There are two things I want to ask Dizmo. First of all,
Black safari from here.
I am is a fee.
this one is fire.
boys.
Like every time he's on stage, the other time I think we were performing at the JMax launch.
Yeah.
You came in full combat wear.
Yeah,
He came dedicated with a
Yeah.
bag. I don't know if there was even a grenade
Full
in there or
combat.
something.
Na pistol.
A pistol.
A real one.
So do you think
Licensed by you. It's in your name.
Makamba mwanangu
License
kakisha. Shako chapo pistol.
So do you think that your music style or your outfit style is inspired by your experience selling Salaola back in the day?
Yeah, it's inspired by that because I used to look at clothes almost every day. Where you are dealing with clothes, so yeah, quite a fact inspiration, food, muri fashion, more. Yeah.
You spoke about high school and how this also starts like right after high school. But from what I hear, you started rapping from as early as the age of 8.
Not 8. I think
Or was it grade 8?
grade 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you released like your first song when you were in what, grade 10?
Let me. I think grade 8. That was 2011. Hapo twalisa napanga kufati and
Okay. And then you wanted to be a footballer as well.
Yeah,
at some
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Just tell us more about that, man.
So for where I did, yeah. Me, there's a guy who introduced me into music, My friend is actually my manager right now, DJ Twist. So me, I was a footballer. Him, though, used to make music and stuff in the wood, And that time, though, I young. So kwali bakofe iliyako long time ago when mood kwali bomuntu cha music kwali bati mulemulolisha kofe fimbi waisha adembo. Them they even used to perform, maybe Christmas ku ground kwali se film bashan. So we are one straight introduce kuli music in shinda cha football and then na decided kana bola na mbafe cha film.
So you grew up on the Copper Belt as well?
I was about to ask that
I
because
was
your
thinking-
Bemba sounds more Kopala
Kopala
than somebody who grew up in Lusaka. You know what I mean?
Me,
Yeah.
I think it's because I speak Bemba most of the times because of the people that I'm found with. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but I mean, you grew up in what, Mrs. Compound?
Yeah, Mrs. Compound, Lusaka.
And that's like a Nyanja hub, if I may put it that way.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mrs. Compound.
And I think that's why I like that's why I like his music because he raps in Nyanja. So some of us Lusaka people
Can
who
relate.
don't understand Bemba because already you guys were laughing at me when I pronounced his
Oshipacha
album.
ipunda album yobe.
Ati mutu.
Umutu mutwe. It's umutu mutwe, no?
Umuntu mutwe.
Muntu mutwe.
That's what you said.
Muntu mutwe. Oh, okay. So
Kulenwa moto na ushana.
it's to drink.
I was curious about the football thing because from what I hear, walimu kadisana mbola.
Yeah, very much. I was a midfielder. Midfielder, wow, yo sana. But life sometimes could have energy, kumbi. Yeah.
And then you blew up, became one of Zambia's biggest rappers, and Stu talked about your social media antics and how you post a lot of dramatic stuff on the socials, but then also interesting things are written about you.
I also know some Dizmo rumors. I actually heard one.
Wait, are you still with Tinta?
Yeah.
Ah, great. Did you see the article from Z Media?
Z Media. Yeah, Lisa.
I think this is like early May.
This year.
Yeah. I've got questions after reading this article. Listen to this.
Okay.
Stu, listen to this.
Yes.
Rapper Dizmo and Tinta pregnant. Yeah, he got her pregnant. Now, tell me how much truth there is in this article. Despite not being legally married,
Oh God.
but very much staying together like retired civil servants, Lusaka rapper Dizmo has successfully managed to give his girlfriend a high-quality pregnancy.
Oh my God.
First of all, what does that even mean, high-quality pregnancy?
What? And why are you throwing civil servants into it?
Listen, it goes on. Dizmo, who promised to take Tinta to places she has never been, will soon be taking Tinta to the labor ward. The BBW of a girlfriend took it to her TikTok and shared the good news with her followers. She did that?
BBW.
I think I saw something like that.
She
on
posted about her
TikTok.
pregnancy on the socials. Listen, it goes on. A few months ago, the rapper and his big, beautiful woman, the BBW of a girlfriend, Tinta, unfollowed each other and deleted all their TikTok videos. News went on spreading fast like a market fire struck on a market. Despite staying together like a retired couple, it's now changed from civil servants to retired couple. Their relationship had moved from honeymoon to bed number 3 at the university teaching hospital ICU ward, and they were officially single. Efforts to resuscitate the relationship ended in nothing but vain. Information even suggested that rapper Dizmo had moved and was enjoying life with his new girlfriend, like a council worker who has received his 5-month salary in arrears. However, the couple quickly rekindled their love and made a strong bond like that of a bricklayer and stealing cement. Congratulations to the couple. I'm curious first, from the first paragraph, talking about rapper Dizmo has successfully managed to give his girlfriend a high-quality pregnancy. What does that mean?
High quality. Umuntu ungarera nda high quality nishare meaning ngati original. For meaning.
Or maybe they're talking about the potency of one time.
Sometimes.
How would they know how many times he...
You never know.
You were saying?
What's your question anyway?
I'm trying to understand. Like, I think there's guys out there who also trying to get, get their girlfriends pregnant with a high quality pregnancy, which only you seem to know.
High quality. The person who wrote that, maybe they wanted to have people's attention and stuff. So high quality, and I already understand it as a blogger,
I hear you.
Not
I
yet.
just wanted to understand. Maybe it's something you've rapped about before, like to Apelomont, maybe a high quality pregnancy or something.
Shalanda popari if you will. Style.
But how things going between you and Tinta though?
We're just okay. Everything is perfect, 100%.
Getting married anytime soon?
Yeah, we're getting married, of course. So I've figured out, there are some things that we did as a couple just to, have, self-certification as a couple, So for me, there are a lot of things that I see on a daily basis on the internet and stuff, In most cases, I don't even pay attention to some information or whatever because, in the end, it's about self-certification over public approval, you know what I mean? That's the thing for me.
Nice.
So on that one, I'm not going to say any information that is concerning my private life or personal life because I'm the one who feels it, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to say my baby is pregnant or she's not pregnant because that's between me and her and the family members, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's my personal life, So whatever people are saying, people can say anything, but I being Dizmo as an artist and Ephraim Kasonde to my family, they're just things that I do as Dizmo, and there are some things that I do as Ephraim, as a family guy, So people can know something about the Dizmo part, the music, the person they love, but they don't know Ephraim. So why would I start giving them information for the other character? You know what I mean? It's about me and my family.
I have a question for him.
Go ahead.
Do you think other artists in the music industry use their personal experiences to garner follows, likes, and streams? Do you think people use their personal...
Well, for me, I wouldn't say that's what they use because it's about how you understand things, So if you understand that kuchite if pakti fibombe, nishofu wachita understand. Even me, just as an artist, as a creator, there are some things that I understand that I'll do, that will work for me. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And also talking about other artists, one of the things I notice about you is that you work with a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Who do you think are some of your favorite artists that you've ever worked with?
Okay. Are you talking about established musicians or uprising stars?
Established.
Okay. I would say Zambia is land of talented stars, you know what I mean? So trust me, every artist that I've worked with, just know that there's something special about them, you know. Not only established musicians and stuff, I also work with, I have an ear for people who are not even known, you know. So if they are good, we work and stuff like that. That's how I do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw the other song you said you released recently was the one with Misisi, right?
Yeah, Misisi and Dre.
The one who sang Viva Leko with J Max.
Yeah, he's a very talented artist, you know.
Have you heard about Misisi?
I hope I'm not going to get attacked again for not knowing who's who and what in this industry. Coin, why look at me like that?
He's looking back at you.
Is this somebody I should know? Misisi.
Kaili, you know, mbabalera ndani sombo malimba kai. Sombo malimba mwalishwa. Marifu andondolo le. Sombo malimba so ni ile akabati, you know, for instance, we're friends, the three of us were friends and stuff. They in a fena mood to the each. So, kwali ba ile akabati, everyone knows in the hood that we're friends, you know.
Right.
And then maybe, for instance, me, I'm in school and stuff, then you guys, or maybe me and her were in school, you know, maybe mwasharapa kombon fe ya ine. You know, mwapita kofe, mwapitira shena ngwati. Kwabe neche, and then mwaboma peskati, mwapanga mulando kuja, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mwapanga mulando ifestiriko, you know what I mean? Olo manja abwa peskati. If it's pitile koko kuja kwa mwapangira mulando babu wagwirira mu ife manza ati nibanzage bawo, you know what I mean? So ile shitka so sombo malimba bale mfuiki.
It's like I think where I heard something like you hear people in the neighborhood screaming hole hole, you reach kusogolo na sister wako.
Yeah, libapenge ile baranda ati curiosity killed the cat. So kule bamuize curiosity killed the cat ni lakobati wamfuati push alisa wamfuati kuli chongo. So ena alefu abutukire kwa taroresh kanshi naba poseriwe. Alefu kafi kanshi you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kule bamuize first.
Dizmo, I've got a list of 5 rappers and I want you to tell us the first things that come to your mind when you think of these names.
Okay.
And I'll start with the closest one to you,
Okay.
J Cash.
J Cash. Okay, there's a lot about J, you know. So
Tell us, man,
it
tell
depends with what people want to know, because I can take even now 5 hours a paper. Finger for twinga randa. So kunje bati in this area.
No, just the first thing that comes to mind. Because it's just a little simple game. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of? So let's talk about J Cash for a minute.
J Cash is a worldwide star. So a simpler term in Gabonfia. So when I say worldwide star, I mean he has all the elements that a rapper would need, you know, if they were to go, you know, global, you know what I mean?
Right.
J Cash has all those qualities. I'm not talking about just creating music, even how he approaches things when it comes to music and how he separates emotions away from work, you know.
So he has the qualities, but hasn't blown yet internationally. Why do you think that hasn't happened yet?
Okay, I wouldn't say he hasn't really blown, you know, on the international market. Because trust me, there are people in South Africa, you know, maybe let's say Africa, there are a few countries that, you know, must have heard the name. Maybe Barisa Isako Kuno, you know, Amanyimbo Shani. So I wouldn't say where Viariambo kwenda.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we speak of J Cash, you know, we're not talking about the best term I can use, say, a global star, you know, because he has all the qualities that an artist would need, you know, not just talent, even business mind, you know, even how he handles things with people that he's sitting with in the first time, you know, patebo. So often in Garanda.
I bring up the issue of international artists because there's so much debate and beefing and hating in the industry where somebody goes to sing in America and you see artists in Zambia start talking about why is this person artist slash D or DJ claiming to be an international act when even if they go to America, they're singing only for Zambians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to the UK, the only audience you have is a Zambian audience. In that audience, you don't even have your neighbors, Malawians living in the UK coming to watch that show.
Yeah.
So do you then qualify as an international act just because you flew to a different country, an international flight, of course, but you're singing for Zambians? Isn't that such the same as singing in Zambia? You know what I mean?
Yourself a diaspora act at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
yeah. International cause bali abantu nangu ma Zambians bakuli akairira bati for them to attend your show it means inyimbo bale shumfuira ko yakaire. It's not that ama international shows kula fa ama Zambians out. Even people from that very country.
No, I've seen it before. I've DJed outside before, so I know, yeah.
They do attend, in small masses maybe. They do, it's about small beginnings, you know what I mean? It's not too fia to isusha fia to arena papen. It ambira papen. So if people, artists are making moves and stuff, it's just for me I feel we need to, support them, because I've had situations where I'm performing for foreigners and stuff, I've performed, in SA, even Zambia, I've had situations where you're on stage and then people are on phones and they don't know you. But if maybe 10 or 20 are vibing, it's a sign that you're heading there. You know what I mean? It's about not giving up, because you can't tell me 10, 20 years from now we'll be here because people. I mean,
of course, the industry is going to evolve. We're going to have more education, more exposure, more money. So things are definitely going to change. Okay. But then when you look at...
One thing that I've understand for me, I think...
Understood? Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I've come to know about this whole music thing is you don't just require talent to go international, You also need people, in offices to speak on your behalf, And you also need like an element of, knowing where you want to be, because tetuambe fyo kwenda fya international fya chiye fya wakumoroko awo. You need to know nje biloki ngana umoru imboru. Africa it kwatama different languages mwaisho. So for me, ukuya international food, you are not even supposed to, rap or sing in English and stuff, Trust me, we need to show those people what they don't know.
True.
You know what I mean? In a 13 tampo kumfika kwa tini na si nefe paku ya international. No, kucha fe ilia ide banona chungu ilia ide nefe yandi na vika muna nyanja utusungu shani. It's about the atmosphere that the song is carrying. You know what I mean?
I'd like your opinion on something.
Yeah.
You've brought up the issue of you don't need to sing in English for you to blow internationally. We've had examples of people like who sing like KO from South Africa sings in the local language.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about all those rappers. Yes, South African rappers. Yeah. We've got Tegrin, just neighboring country here, Nigerians
Ashake
and whatever.
Ashake only sings. He doesn't sing in English. Ashake as
Sarkodie
well.
and them.
Yeah.
Those guys are giving us songs that are going, if not continental, and I mean Africa by that, then global.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think is lacking in us when we sing our Bemba and our Nyanja? Why aren't we blowing out the way that foreign music is blowing into our country as well? So what do you think is lacking? What's your opinion?
My opinion is the market, So we need, like the way Power TV is promoting Zambian music. I heard it's on DSTV now, is it?
Yeah, I think 16
so we need the channel like that to represent us. We need Zambian channels on, international markets. So, when people are watching, maybe in other countries, when they see something they like, trust me, I came to know about KO. Badi dia karakara song. So, there's something interesting about music, Maybe if you watch a video, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like the video to say, so by that doing, even the boss song for that Rick song.
Yeah.
So, kukwata international market ife TV yako atile tushita represent na ifwe na mane fe ama record labels bale pampamo mwa ilia ile. And that's what we need. Tadi ntopo ya fe kukwata fe connection ilia ine yako bat ba monati Opofie, you don't even need an international feature to go international. Trust me, wagamba. Inyimbo shira ya wagamba. Fe yako bati na iya fe, na ikwata fe grace. You know what I mean? Shira. So anytime fe, if you na Power TV shan. Tuma international connection fida fine ewa. Manager waku radio station yako yese nina shan. Tuma moves fe. That's what we need.
But do you think that artists in Zambia are doing enough in their music videos, especially to gain international recognition?
Okay, so when you speak of videos, you don't need even a high budget to come up with a nice video. Like I said, you need to apply ubongo. There are some situations that some musicians who have spent over 50,000 on videos and doesn't do anything.
It's just in the club.
What are you saying about Mike Burner?
No.
I didn't mention it.
No, I'm just saying, there are some people who have spent start shingi. Kwali bafena abantu foka na imafena kwata 6 zare amkwimi nafe pamara shambo kuimba. I'm a god. Yeah, so we need creatives.
Yeah.
We need to be creative. So whatever Zambian musicians like us, whatever we put in music videos is according ne tumbari obe ilishani.
Yeah.
Waraingisha mushani 100p ne ota ukwete. Kubumba ne fyo ukwete kai parasta tiyo musician ali boko. Muikate.
I was talking about rappers, the top 5.
Yeah.
Number 2, Chef 187.
Oh, really John Booz. Ni greatness fake like greatness. A best them cause na 187 umkamba nankwe. If you hear 187, there are a lot of things that away from music and rap that you would get inspired for when you talk about Chef, We've had conversations, not just about music, even how to approach life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes ukuni music, you speak about features, how ideas on how you can do things, and stuff. But if you find an artist who also gives you advice, not just about music and other stuff, ni greatness na yen. So a best thing.
Did you see Chef 187 this week? I don't know if it was filmed this week or I just saw it this week. He did a skit with Ndine Emma where they decided to make what is that song with J-Max? Vayubu.
Yeah.
Into a reggae version. Did you see
Oh,
that?
serious?
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
They got in the studio with a live band and then they put in the reggaeton.
I'm sure that came out the time the album came out, yeah?
I think
Could it have been?
that was
It's an old video.
be for last
Even
year.
somebody who's in India knows the video.
Am I that
That
late?
should be for last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Do you ever have songs where I sound following, but God, look at it, I wish I did that song? Do you ever have such, you listen to a Zambian rapper and you feel like, I wish I did that song?
Yeah.
Like which song?
Okay, for songs like People Like Me, for
This
that.
guy really loves J Cash, eh?
Yeah. So the reason why I feel I would love to have a song like that one, it's cause, naine kuna wafao kumfako for chumfu ikokwata hit song fiako afiati.
Nah, yeah, fair.
Deranda fi padi, in most cases, I doubt if I've ever dropped a love song as a single, you know what I mean? Maybe once on one come off here. So for that song, I love that song because of how the combination and the chemistry, of G and Yomaps was, because J Mola he did the other version of him, where I was singing, the first part and stuff. I would love to learn something like that, Yeah, so for songs like that, kuna fana ende na chaka kofi ya inefi. Idio mfuka kofi ya fe international few sana. Futi na murieba kuna ka gangster rap, fidafine na ka singing. That's an A+ song.
Triple M.
Triple, very talented artist nangu. Very talented. I think I met him some time back in 2021. We worked on a record called Bagai Guy when it was just pop pushing music and stuff, you get. So when he called me to say, and then I went to the studio. I met him, you know, he's a very good guy, very hardworking guy. We did a song, shot a video for it. He took me to Chibodi and stuff, worked on the records and stuff. The video came out, it was a hit, you know, and I'm super proud seeing him, you know, making major moves and stuff, you know, making huge records. Big ups, he's a pusher.
Slap D.
King Dizmo. My legends na vena. Legendary, a best them. Legendary. You know, the reason why I'm saying legendary is because, you know, every artist who's just been there for a long time, you know,
Yeah.
I appreciate them because I know how it feels like, you know, being a legend, because I'm a hard worker myself, you know.
Yeah.
So seeing people that came a long way, you know, and being, you know, there for a long time and just giving people good music for a long time, you know. For me, I give juice because I spend so much time in the studio and I know what it costs to just come up with a song, you know.
Yeah.
So, ni legendary.
Makitu.
Ni mfumu na yeye. 100%.
Okay, so on this list I gave you, if we take J Cash off, who's your favorite rapper there?
Bonzef.
You guys too politically correct, eh?
Awe, na mushiba nerandira ti Bonzef. It's cause for me, nishakwata favorite to be specific. Reason why, cause me in every artist, there's something that I learn.
Okay.
So all these rappers you've mentioned here, there's something that I learned from them.
What have you learned from Akwala Skin?
What have I learned from Akwala Skin?
Did you learn something from all of them? Apart from twerking,
Okay,
what have you learned from him?
Kalenga.
What I've learned from Akwala Skin is, first foremost, what I learned from him, first foremost, I've learned that you can actually come, you know, out of the blues and just make a huge record without even featuring a big artist. You know,
Point.
that's one point that I've learned from him, you know.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of how he just introduced his relationship issues on the social media and stuff, I think I've learned not to, you know,
Do that.
give people, you know, that power to speak whatever they want upon my life, you know.
Yeah.
I think he gave, you know, people power to speak about even his personal life, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a lesson I've learned, to say, okay, if you're a public figure,
Yeah.
you are not supposed to do this you can do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave an example of like the J Cash song. You said you wish you had a song that was that big.
I'm not speaking of magnitude of the song. You know, even if that song didn't make an impact, it has right now.
Yeah.
I was still gonna love that song, because I'm talking about, you know, how we make music. You don't even know how ofo yaraika de nyimbo waisho. Kula bati nyimbo waisho tekela sana ilo ya flop. Kula bati waisho tekela ilo yako. So I'm not talking about the impact or magnitude. I'm talking about how they created the composition of that song. Yeah. So
and
I'm talking
coming out of
about
his comfort zone, because he was talking about how Jay at the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
does a little bit of
singing and rap, you know.
So he
I
likes the way the whole
I
song
know,
is.
I know some of your songs. Yes, quite
Yeah.
right. But do you have a song that you feel, okay, this one really blew and put me there? Like, what song is it?
I think there's a song called Panda Okaniro. It's a trap.
Coin, you know that song? Coin doesn't know the song, so I don't think.
Nino Mofie. Ipshena ma viewers with.
Go, you know that song? Okay, so already two people in this room don't know that song. And I asked because we're talking about Akwala Skin, right?
Yeah.
And Akwala Skin, on the episode we had with him, spoke about how he was doing rap music. And you're talking about learning stuff from Akwala Skin,
Yeah.
right? Like you learn from everybody in the industry.
Yeah.
He was doing rap music.
Yeah.
But he says, my rap wasn't going anywhere. So I had to release a song like Msimbi where people can dance. They know me and then I can give them hip hop music. Do you feel that's maybe a strategy you can employ as well?
No,
Apart from the twerking.
Yeah.
Like, would you do something where you're just off the Dizmo we know to have a hit song to shine a light on the Dizmo brand? You know what I mean?
bakamba territory ife tulaperforme n'abantu abali bunsefu abayiche abama-offices amasoja ama-bosses ama-minister have songs like Judgment Day kale twasebana have songs that are big. Anyway, sorry my viewers for saying this. I don't like saying I have this, I have that,
Say it.
Anyway, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is how I have music that I can perform when I'm doing a road show.
Okay.
I have music that I can perform pa wedding. Kuba kalamba baka school.
Could finish up a radio film?
So, kulaba sometimes people don't get it. It's not that when a song is not playing in club, it's not a hit song. Therefore, baso nanguni kwaliba ma hit fya ko batitayalira mu club.
I mean, like Danny Kaya's music.
You know
Hit
what I
song,
mean?
but can't play it in the club.
So for me, I wouldn't say I would, rap is everywhere, You would rap on a commercial beat. That's hip hop on its own, you know what I mean? There's an element of hip hop, even just nangufe, ife Dizmo, panope, ife ofumvwele. Wala mona chuyu muntu, na fuara ko hip hop somewhere. Yeah, so mwe mono foirika. So nangu, the music yide. You can't tell me to say, okay, since people don't know me, they can enjoy koya kubashanisha rim. Some people don't even love dancing. Quite a few of Africa slow music, you know what I mean? Yeah, so speaking of songs and hit songs, in the end, I feel like it's just God who gives, man, because you would invest so much in a song and then it doesn't make sense, But you'll be surprised, you just create a song and then you don't even invest even much of your resources and then it becomes
just
big.
blows.
Yeah. I've had situations.
Songs like Sister Bettina.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's an anthem, bro. Still going
Forever
strong.
and ever. I was once in Joburg, and then Sister Bettina played in the hood.
Even as a DJ, sometimes we've got long sets. I don't know why we torture ourselves like this. Capuisha, and there's more in the fridge, man.
Is there a thingy? Is that pina colada?
Coin, even as a DJ, when you reach like your wit's end, you feel like you've played everything the audience can dance to.
Yeah.
Find Sister Bettina.
Yeah.
You've got them back on the dance floor.
Yeah.
That song is magic.
But
Pure magic.
I heard something in the grapevines this week. We're just talking about music and artists and whatnot. And then Dizmo's name popped up. And then somebody said that Dizmo is not the best person you want to perform after when
come?
he is at an event because he takes long to finish his set. Others will do 10, 15 minutes. Dizmo, at you do an entire discography. You start from Alpha to Omega. Is that true?
What kind of event? Depends.
Like at Kuma live shows at a concert, once you were at a concert and then you're supposed to be there for 20 minutes, you took an hour and
You know what I do as a DJ? And artist starts doing that? Just turn the mic off.
There are some situations like what you are performing and then people don't want you to leave.
So continue. Yeah.
But for me, the way I work, everywhere I go when I'm performing, it's not that, you're performing because you want to get paid. I believe in statements. When you make a statement, you also create opportunities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lusaka 2023 Culture Music Awards. You got what? Best artist?
Best Lusaka.
Only for Lusaka?
Yeah.
What are the Kwacha awards are like?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, how they always...
Hey, speak your truth, man. It's your opinion, it's your
They're
truth.
always grouping artists in these categories. I think it minimizes their...
Yeah, but I mean, I think at this point is more you're like a national artist. I mean, you're not only performing in Lusaka, are you?
Yeah.
Are you getting bookings on the Copper Belt, Northern region, Southern region?
Kucha.
No, like, are you getting good bookings out of Lusaka?
Yeah, I do.
So why are you labeled, given an award for just Lusaka then?
Kairi diari. Taito kairi. So kuwalandashani. For instance, umuntu ayisa yo senda cream donut.
No, but my point is, are you just the best rapper in Lusaka or are you Zambia's best rapper in your opinion?
Okay, for me, I wouldn't say I'm Zambia's best rapper, because it's up.
You are the first rapper not to hype yourself up.
Listen, I have a point, because, trust me, that's upon the fans, People have different opinions, you know what I mean? And it would be wrong for me to say I'm the best here, because it's people who give that greatness to say, okay, we're best. And me, I'm an OG, you know. I don't like lying, you know what I mean? I don't want to be here seated lying to say, Ninebo best pano, you know. Foot the tinch karipan in Dambo that, Ninebo wapwa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do that. So, you know, fans, fear, nama listeners, ever pay a credit that you are uninan, much. Everyone in Galand.
You're the first rapper we've ever had on this set who doesn't say I'm Zambia's number one rapper confidently. So you leave it to your fans to decide who they feel Zambia's number one rapper is.
Who na bakamba ila for ikani bantu bakupera wala ipera shani na opo fina bantu eba shikomu.
Doesn't it come with the territory? Like every rapper thinks they're the best.
They're the best.
Iyo manje iyo ni debate ya kushira mafans bandi. Ngamule for kwata argument na bena kukwata. Mwalimu mwana kwati na ngwati. For instance, imfumo pakindomu ya Battlefield, kuntanjati. Since I'm the king here. Kwata ma followers kai.
But I mean, if you've gone on publicly to call yourself the Zambian Eminem, and that's like one of the world's best rappers, then automatically you're saying you're Zambia's best rapper. Or else, why would you call yourself
I'm the best.
Zambian Eminem?
Look, I'm the best. I'm the best in my kingdom, and I'm the best. You know, I was gonna say I'm Zambia's number one rapper if I was competing with people that would want to go face off with me. You know what I mean?
Like freestyling.
No, like we're just competing, and then you know, we leave it to the fans, you know, and then they decide who wins. But then I would say I'm the best in my own because I've never had a situation, for instance, we'll speak of these songs, you know.
Whose songs?
Ndera ndama these songs.
Oh, these songs. Okay.
Yashita determine that, you know what I mean? So, but I've never been in a situation where nangwati inomba kumona ati best ni nani. You know what I mean? So it would be wrong for me, you know. And then a lot
of Zambian rappers don't want to be caught like, you know, we ask for like a freestyle. Everyone refuses. Do you freestyle?
In a freestyle? That's
serious?
Go.
Do we get a beat to first? Intro. You know what would be dope though? To change our intro for the show.
To a Dizmo freestyle.
Yes. Tekan, I've got something. An idea has just popped up.
Send to push and
Wait a tick. There we go. You know what would be nice, Queen? We've had the same intro going for 2 years. Oh crap, you should remind me to tell you the story of how I came up with the intro song for this show. The tan 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 tan. It's a whole long bathroom story.
You did not steal our entire childhood.
No. Now I'm quite a old school beat.
And therefore tupange intro yanyu for the show now. This one. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm like, anytime now. Jump in, dude.
Send to push in time. Send to push in time.
What's the problem?
So one thing I noticed when you were promoting Umuntu Umutwe.
Yeah.
When you're
where are the crickets again?
When you're promoting Umuntu Umutwe, I noticed that you had such a very intense marketing strategy. Because even before the album dropped, there was so much hype about it. Did you follow that?
Yeah.
This one didn't follow. So, like, do you think a lot of artists understand the power of marketing, especially when it comes to dropping albums in this country?
Marketing, you know, I think it's one of the most difficult part when it comes to, you know, projects, because for people to just, you know, there are a lot of things that goes on the internet. So for people to just, you know, pay attention to you, meaning you've had a build up, you know what I mean? So for me, you know, I take marketing so serious that I also invest in it, not just, you know, as a public figure, even just involving creatives, people who think to say, okay, let's do this, you know what I mean? So the hype that, you know, we created when dropping that album was, you know, because we started talking about it some time back last year. You get my point?
Yeah.
So even when we told people that, oh, it's ready now, they already have had an idea to say,
Yeah.
Knife Kamanje project up.
Because even the way you just dropped the album cover was like so strategic. It
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
has got those hands on you mutwe.
Yeah. So, umuntu mutwe, you know what that means first to begin with? It meaning at
A person is ahead.
kubomfi ubungu. You know what I mean? So the reason why we decided to have different people and age groups because we wanted, you know, people to know that, okay, this album is not just about kids and stuff, because there are songs that, you know, big people, the old would relate to. There are songs that, you know, I'm a youth, everyone, you know what I mean? Yeah. So for your idea.
If there's one search that will baffle you in this country is when you search the net worth of Zambian artists. It's amazing, bro. We've had... Coin, why are you laughing?
But
You're a music
yeah,
producer.
music producer.
That's part of your
Dude,
topic.
try Googling. Let me see it right now. Let me try
Google.
Googling people like J Cash, for instance. Let's Google J Cash. Let's just say J Cash net worth.
why-
Wait,
on
I'm just
J
trying to show you
Cash's
something that because J Cash is this guy.
And J Cash was supposed to be on the episode last week. We replaced him with a very beautiful guest. So, but like while he's looking for...
You see what I mean? When you Google the net worth, everyone in Zambia is a millionaire, bruh. In dollars. Afunika, remember the Afunika episode? We were together Afunika episode. When we Googled Afunika's net worth, in preparation for the episode, it put him at $7 million. He was shocked.
Well, he was shocked.
J Cash, what's he telling you there? Famous rapper J Cash net worth is...
If I'm winning J first to boy. Oh yeah.
What is it?
Chine.
Kairi yo.
So this website, this is I don't know what website this is, but it says famous rapper J Cash net worth is between $1 to $5 million. He's 26 years of age and he earned the money being a professional rapper in Zambia.
So you post here this.
Nashfuli Lakote.
Oh yeah, and therefore Kairi what is 26 up.
Wait, how old is he?
How old is he?
Tumukamba taba 20.
How old is he?
Umeranda tumukamba kwa lingana naye. We don't buy
How
ngote
old is J
26.
Cash?
Okay, he's not 26.
Wait, this was he's not 26.
No, how is supposed to be 26? On which Zambia?
What kind of son?
Because even in my math,
Wait.
I was trying to calculate Dizmo's age.
And the math was not mathy.
Yeah,
This is from 2021.
2021.
This is what, 3 years ago, so he could be what, 29 now?
Maybe 29.
But Kairi taba 26 umkamba. So
But this is from 2021 when the net worth was $1 to $5 million.
1 to
So you
5,
understand him
so
charge
it's
for
like
the
5 to 10.
so mwamuno for it.
Uh.
You question the chance first.
Okay, so where I'm leading with this is... Wait, hold on. When I Googled, not your net worth, just generally, type in Dizmo, Zambian rapper, you actually own a Lamborghini. When we Google you, you know what I mean?
Lamborghini.
I'm trying to find out where this car is because knowing Zambian the way it is,
bro.
somebody would have first investigated you. This would have been a major headline. But Google says you actually own a Lamborghini. You know what I mean?
So monen iyo ili ati ya Lamborghini ili ashi last in there and po. This is the last time I'm talking about this Lamborghini thing. So when I posted that Lamborghini thing, there was no any sentence muyaya than that. Yeah, no.
Oh crap! So there was actually a photo of you by a Lamborghini.
Now I post that some things that I will never post on social media. So yeah, idea thing anashita Lamborghini shakapo.
Kushaka post.
No,
that.
Right.
Ola abantu nomba wambucha screenshot abafiasha makozi.
Serious.
Ama nabantu fe kwa titamulanda fe don't talk. Boy, walishita Lamborghini vera. Tulina yena hapa so.
Why are people popping champagne in the back? 4J?
Hey, focus on your mocktails. Also, if you can photo from a poster coffee, then that's it.
Yeah, if any photosynthesis.
Yeah, but I think what you did is a good thing because a lot of times when photosynthesis, explain that first. There's something. I'm looking at, and you see, there's a leaf right in my eye. So
Leaf is
Kaidi
irritating
photo.
me.
Mwari show for meaning that synthesis. Fie wait fie yaide.
to
Nomba na photo kaidi. So
Fia samkan.
te photo ya munani. Te photosynthesis ya ma plants. Yadi ni photo.
if there's anything I can pick from that, and this is something I do as well when I want something,
Yeah.
like something to go put in my vision board.
Yeah.
And judging by the posts we've seen of yours from the socials, you're a firm believer of God and the things that He can do for you.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you taking a photo by a Lamborghini is trying to manifest that thing and attract that thing into
you
your
get-
life, right?
Yeah, so you know me, I'm one person who was seeing how things can change, you know.
Yeah.
You know, quite a few situations there are some things that has happened in my life. For instance, you know, it's not because of talent in Angushan, but because of umuntu fye somewhere hala kumfwa bwino, you know what I mean. So pakukwata ilia grace yako that someone who is not even your relative but is defending your name in their offices, you know, ni grace it. Because there are some businesses which doesn't even require you're a big artist nango hit make kulafu aikafati ninanu wakuishi bamuinvested. Because trust me, there are some people like Indians, you know, Chinese, they don't even know some Zambian musicians. So when they're trying to do something business wise, there's always a person who is, you know, like giving them names to say, let's get this guy, this, you know. So in favor of you.
Do you have anything? And I bring this up because of your faith and from what I've seen in your socials.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that's happened in your life that's so big that you said this can only be God?
Fear on a daily basis.
No, like something that's
Something
really
like
big that
massive.
you know I couldn't have done this on my own.
Okay, but in the biggest achievement and kudides, I think kuishta discover as a human being, you know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about an event. Like one thing that was just so big, like
Okay.
it's a miracle.
Okay, like when we were launching Ghetto to My Head, you know, yeah, first album. Twakwete kwa my issues kwa alifia ati sound tatura booking plus futi ama international artist but if ama flight tayara kwana. You get my point. So mu last minute fie bakamba yako bati twalisa kwa tabiti na ze team to say kusherefe one day apa show send to cancel not kwata my expenses faring. And then I was doing an interview, you know, by Sun FM, and then my guy called me to say, boy, in the Rama Shashita reflect. So I patulebika stage parevi mo pamolo patulina boss entertainment. Orange, I was stressed that day. I even slept in the car, you know. And then I was like, oh wow, yes. And then even the turn up was massive, you know. Yeah, the fair tidaka kate mind. I'm on a fiat.
Nice, man. So we are manifesting a Lamborghini, but we have a Hilux now.
If you want to tukakwata bagamba.
An Hilux inafika.
Hilux na
on
likwata.
Facebook.
Okay, munena ndati mulefu antambo kuna ndofuna kwata nomba.
Awe, I'm just
From what we've seen online, maybe.
Bagamba.
just praising you. But no.
Kula wafe ati umuntu uletamba bagamba limbi na limkwatire nkongole yo namu.
But how do people know about the Hilux then?
Hey.
Didn't you post about the Hilux?
Adi posted. Wala shwashani nganarisha pali nomba.
Maybe he was also posing on the highlight.
Wow.
It's wild being a celebrity, man, and posting things. Especially, it could be that one person that you owe money and you forgotten. You know what I mean?
Yari baposha first ama Zambian celebrities. Yari bafe ati mari tubika pesa first.
What do you
Yari
mean?
baposha.
What do you mean?
Mari tubika pesa. Where do you put us as Zambian musicians?
Where have you put yourself?
Where do you put yourself?
And both of them agreed against me saying you should be posting things that you buy and your achievements because there's kids coming after you who might be inspired by what you post. I'm still
Village-
against that. That's
Your
I'm-
village people. The way our village people work overtime. I would never post either.
Well, Dizmo again is a bit contradictory because he says he doesn't post these things, but he posted his Hilux when he bought it for himself on his
I'm not
birthday.
saying-
You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not saying I don't post my things. Of course I do. I post.
Now what does that
But then
into?
look, posting kula afya ili akwati. Kwali wa posting na post. Mama. So erengana lishikire post kutinda post. Ke post. Na repost ni post. You get my point.
I don't get your point.
Look, what I'm saying is
Garrett.
I get that. Kwali wa posting. So ngana posting you must understand shit. What do you understand? Ngana that posting filming asha.
Continuous tense. That's pending on the post. I'm posting.
So in a reposter in post, not posting.
You agree?
You guys agree?
There's a mic there, guys. There's a mic there.
Post.
I didn't post.
They're different posts.
Post.
Yeah.
Are we okay with this? I'm on this one.
He's got you.
My distinction in English at grade 12 has just been proven to be useless because
Hey.
it was a useless distinction in English.
You're in class what? ABC?
I was in group 4.
Group 4.
But somehow I was always the highest in English.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you posted the Hilux, but they are in the posting.
Post.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wins.
So there's something that happened during the week on my page, and I want to get maybe your opinion and Dizmo on it. So like we should do like a situation, and I want to. Do you mind?
Yeah, let's
if
do
I read it out
Let's
so
do
that you can give your opinion
Yeah.
as Dizmo. So somebody sent me this message during the week, and it goes something like this. Hi, Maza. Keep me anonymous. I need advice on this. Please, I don't want to be judged, just advised. Long story short, I was going out with my director, a married man. He decided to transfer me to where he works from a place very far from home after a few meetups. So she was in Lusaka, and this man decided to take her to another place where he lives, out of town. I came here, and 2 days later, he even visited me where I was lodging. Day 3, the man breaks up with me saying he's feeling guilty and not used to cheating. Mwebantu, I feel heartbroken. Elo, I'm very far from home. He tells me he's only going to cater for accommodation only and the rest is on me. I am broke, I feel sick and everything. I don't know what to do and he doesn't want to take me back to my town. What should I do?
Okay.
Situation.
The wife has been praying.
The wife is praying. What do you think of this situation? Dizmo.
Okay, kuranda kairati. So my comment on that one is you don't mix work with some stuffs like that. Wala future shan combine. Takwa ufo ya bafina weki hii neira but kula bafia ati nama spirits fia baka. Kula batu watapinga muri wrong spirit bafia abafutisa. So when you are making money, and you're just, trying by all means to earn a living and stuff, you need to know that, okay, tetindanga de opondida. Why are you supposed to be playing Peo Madiera foot? You can't do that. So my comment is, she learned a lesson. You get my point? Yeah. All she has to do is just forgive herself, first foremost, and understand, everyone makes mistakes, trust me. And just back up. As a girl, girl power. Wabwekera pala pena. Kutola mu 5.
Tola mu 5.
Kutola mu 5 muri situation. Next time.
Wait, what does that mean?
Kusambirira pochimoka. Wamona if you're wrong.
Language nowadays, bro.
It's going.
Because even a slap, what are we calling a slap nowadays in the copper belt? Tola kupela 5, something like that. Tola 5, like. Oh, Tola kuma 5 finger.
But that's been there for a while.
Sounded too familiar.
Kwa hiyo wanaelea tia waliaza no bwali ulefo ambo kunwa ko super shit
Tin, 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 tin.
Kairi kukona uri. Bakubikama wamboku nwako super shit. Waria sana wari ubungana abudura. Kwamboku nwako super shit.
I didn't see where that was going at first.
That is for the big back of it. What about you? What are your thoughts on this situation? Dizmo's jokes.
Firstly, this guy should start stand-up comedy, I swear. I'm the Akosa rap, I'm done. Just get into stand-up comedy. It's gonna work for you.
You got
Guys, mwambo
You don't think so?
Ah,
I mean, you're making people laugh here, so why don't you think so?
I'm an entertainer.
And the comedian
exactly.
now.
Multi-talented. Even the advice is just given is solid. Don't mix, pretty much don't eat, don't shit where you eat.
Tai kwali ba breo ya buku ya breo ya maruzi ikonga. Why sulama pages, you know. Bagamba para if pali ba system kuikonga. You need to follow the rules. Staying away from trouble is the best thing you can do for yourself.
True that.
I wish I listened to you
When
2 days earlier.
what did you what did you do?
So I met a Zambian artist. He's like an odd Zambian artist, and I didn't think he was that great looking. So
I like where the story is going.
So listen, I was at an event.
I'm full of Konama glasses. Dish.
I'm not mentioning the name. I was at an event.
Yeah.
And this artist who I used to listen to when I was younger, he called me. He's like, hey. He didn't come back from his here. He's in Lusaka. Coin.
He didn't come back from the Copper Belt?
He didn't come back from the... Who came back from the Copper Belt today?
We're just
So
checking.
anyway, guys,
we know an artist went to the Copper Belt
this
and
guy
he
was
came back
like
today.
a pioneer of like hip-hop in Zambia. He has been big. He had songs, like he had hit songs, he had rhyme, he had style, he had swag. And on top of that, Michelle was there.
Can I give you 5 names?
Give me
Blink,
5
blink,
names.
blink twice.
I
and
will
gonna get
blink,
correct.
bro, blink.
Wait, he was from Lusaka or Copper Belt?
He was from Lusaka. Yeah, he's from Lusaka. He's actually a Lusaka person. Today I found out where he was born and raised.
One of the guys from Black Moon too.
No, no. Why did I mention
You're talking about
him?
guys who were in hip hop back.
No.
Shimasta.
No, he's more our generation, you and I, Kalenga. He's a millennial. I think he's a millennial. Very smart. Think zone farm kind of people. He used to do a lot of rap and he used to have the weirdest and craziest catchphrases. So,
Okay, go with the story. We'll figure it out.
brother, I am there minding my business. And he calls me, I'm wearing a yellow dress, and he's like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, okay, what's up? And then he goes, you're looking good, blah, blah, blah. He said, okay, I'm like, Nangavan Vandan. Then I looked at the face, I'm like, face card is not declining. Looked at the body card is not declining. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? And then he goes, yeah, I used to do some music back in the day. I was a rapper. Then I asked her, what is your name? And then he said his name, and his name has got 3 acronyms. The acronym? But guys, first of all, ni chikali. Anyway, so at the end, when I finally got to talk to him, I realized who he was, and I went and I'm like, you guys, hey. Anyway, Dizmo.
Yeah.
That is what happened with this rapper. And the worst thing about this story is I've told Joe his name. Let's continue.
The name was in the story.
Yeah. Michelle?
In
Can we rewind this?
Okay. Ingari in subject ni shi yari shad.
Special
Kai ilikuwa
paper.
ili twarefundiwa ili ati kuskuru kudara kuzo pesika ijabezo chati. Question bwanja jabezo tifunza zo.
This is my
Can
comprehension.
you remember?
Anza kumbukira. Okay, is that
Not can you remember?
Oh yeah.
Comprehension. That can you remember in that English textbook, yeah?
That guy.
Ya jama question ya
I
za.
remember that guy, you guys.
Yeba kamba. Ija.
Given the answer in the story.
Lim subject bwanja special paper one. Jabezo funza ati if cat is to kitten.
Then dog is to
Puppies. Maya kweze kuijena ngobe zofunza izati. Oro for example che bakamba bai. Oro bakamba ti oro polemba mu class ai. Bafunza ati 4 + 4 is 8. 2 + 6 8. Oro for example kwa question ati mgaiza kwela bus. Conductor ampasa 50 kwacha. You know what I mean? Ampasa 50 kwacha, bus 7 kwacha. Bus 7 kwacha, conductor ampasa 50. Bakwela babiri 7 kwacha 7 kwacha. Zina ya conductor ndani.
Off kilter.
Done. Yeah. No, but it's nice to see old rappers are still doing well up to today. And he's doing, call me, he's doing really well.
Taitu was a singer, eh?
Not Taitu Naimwe.
Rapper.
Taitu was a
Rapper.
From which era? Like which years was he very
Kula
active?
ndakofera ngwinyimbo mwacha hapo ai.
I can't give him the line, it's so... Okay, I'll just say a clue. Shaka Zulu.
Then he was in Zone Fam.
No, he wasn't in Zone Farm. He wasn't in Zone Farm.
I
Crisis,
was on
no?
farm.
No.
Eish. Ow, to take the whole day for us to figure this one out.
It's going to be too much of a job if I try to give you more clues. So it's okay.
Dizmo is about to figure this one out. I have faith in this nigga.
Michelle, wink at me.
Kairi futi nangu na muzi.
It's okay, let's continue.
If I give you the name,
The mic is there.
No,
The mic is
don't
there.
give him the name. No, we're not mentioning names.
If you give
no,
us...
no. If I give you an idea,
Yes, you
yeah?
tell me if you can.
since the cameras
figure
are
out.
not looking at me,
Uh-huh.
are you gonna give me 100 kwacha? I'm broke.
Kalenga, am I giving him
I'll give him on your behalf.
Lomba bakambo umuntu mrefu kurumbula ni.
Hey, don't
Another clue.
Yeah. Or give us a clue.
I give you a clue.
Yes.
One of his crazy lines was something where he describes using this.
Yes.
Better Zari,
Yes, Zali. Yeah, it's him.
Bakamba.
I'll tell you this
Nicki
more.
Minaj.
I'll tell you.
Nicki Minaj.
It's a good clue. Last.
But then
Yeah. Look at Gob. It's okay. I already got into. I got into trouble last week when I was trying to tell the story of how I was locked up in the ambassador's house in Namibia. Remember?
Your whole life is just like a movie, eh? Hey. We don't do that here. 100
I
bills
will
only.
tell that story when the Z podcast brings me back.
You got locked up in the ambassador's house in
In
Namibia.
Windhoek. I was in a room somewhere.
Zambias are getting locked up in Namibia.
I heard footsteps. Then he goes, you, my queen is crazy. You need to get in the closet. Not tight. What do you mean your queen is crazy? It's either you go out the window, and they used to live by the cliff. Guy view Windhoek has hills.
Yeah.
So they're living by the cliff. It's either go out the window, and I'm going to unalive, or I hide in the closet. That's how I hid in the closet. I just hid this person. I don't know if it was the ambassador who is in that room. Me, I'm like finished. They're going to beat me up here or they'll arrest me.
Yeah, in 3 days.
It was a thriller.
3 days.
For someone who couldn't kiss, he was very dramatic.
Bakamba mukumwachita chali kuisanga muri social yazo.
But they come in a wardrobe.
Yako afiati kwali wakoma social yanga if you're growing up boy. You are a grown up. Kwa even the people that you have affairs with, maybe they have houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Alikuwa takofi inganda kajira. Mwalikuwa tafika thin fi mwili ya ina fi. You know number one day akwa fata since I don't know wala kumwani. Oro maybe at 01 respond of ya isa kumwashtasha. Kushtashani.
Baingira na mungande.
Fia isafe pondo.
What can I do?
Na mwisho fear for ya foot fear. Fear ili atwaleta mbakari like the way we used to watch Nigerian movies. Have you ever had an encounter with something threatening?
Eh.
Yeah. ili ati kuleta ma Nigerian movies walikuwa hata 7 years nangu ati 10 olo manja ati mu movie moja aona mfuiti ilo manja takanga utamanga ili ya mariyari ili ya kaili mwali shubati ama kayalapo
Yeah, true.
letu ubutoke ili
Yeah, but then fear has. That's why adrenaline is called the fight or flight hormone, right?
or flight,
There's two things that could happen
Yeah.
in fear. You could either run the fastest out of fear, or you would just freeze out of fear.
Yeah.
yeah, so iyo nomba yo ni ability, there's ni ability already, just fear area nga walikuwa ta fear as a human being already you are suffering from what you fear ni chula pala life. You get my point? So fear bakambo for yaba umuntu po alifika pa excellence yako but alifumia po fear ni ability that it's something that grows kwati nika plant fefira shana ntu waba fear number untouchable. You know what I mean? So iyo situation iyo kwali bali yako bati wamona ati batapa ngana butuka balanchipaya but ngana fight and na survive. The reason why I'm telling you this is because me, I perform in places where people don't even go at times. You can't pass there at night. There are people who are, unruly. You know what I mean? Like, they're unruly. You have had situations where my car,
that almost happened to me. Actually happened a bit in Kasama.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was, stones. Like, you know how when you're at a festival,
Yeah.
when you pass stage, they've given you like a little DJ's desk.
Yeah.
I'm DJing there right in the and when it's your time to DJ, they move the desk right to the center of the stage, right? I'm DJing, and then they tell me, just announce to the audience that we're about to turn on the DJ set. So I was able to scream loud enough for the audience to hear. Balasha genset nobody. You know what I mean? And then I go back to my desk with my laptop, controller and everything, and I'm waiting for the genset to kick in.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. People start screaming. Genset in pizza.
Yeah.
30 minutes, 1 hour. People are getting drunk. Remember, the bar is still busy. There's like a torch by the bar.
Yeah.
So people are getting drunker by the minute.
Yeah.
An hour and a half later, crowd number 9, Korafyambo kupena, like, dude.
Yeah.
But
DJ.
if you are carefully man 1 minute, and I'm thinking they're joking, you know what I mean? Dude, one guy, and it takes. What do they say about the intelligence of a mob is inverse to the proportion of intelligence in a group is inverse to the number of the people in the mob. One guy threw a stone. It passed just by my ear, and I ignored it. I thought it's just like
Your head.
boom, one thing,
happened
and there was
so
like
quick.
a backdrop,
Yeah.
like made out of this vinyl. Yeah, I heard it, just one. Yeah, everyone was motivated by that one idiot, and everybody starts throwing bottles and rocks and. Dude, I duck. Next thing, my laptop smashed. It was terrible. Who was performing that night? There was Muzo. I think there was Exile. I can't remember. There was like a lot of Zambian artists. Don't they start following them to their cars now to stone their cars and whatever?
As if
It was
it's them.
terrible. Dude, you came to perform. We paid to see you. Start singing now. In the darkness. Hey, you had shoot in the Kasama. It was terrible.
Yeah, likaba hii in upper stage. Kwa libani ili atuwalecha. There are some places where you go and then there are commanders. You are performing with a microphone. You know, could do some shit. Yo, so poshe ko base make you. Yo, mwache. Poshe ko base make you up. You know, footy, you can't refuse. Commanders. Mwache na mbokfula mano.
So how do you pause the song?
Cool, ya para pe. And then he hold you here, you know. Mwache, wananje wapa kumana kila ya few. Yeah, some people are unruly, man.
And then they're throwing mazali at your feet.
Boss, quite their music more perform. Quite almost situation. There was a time I went to perform. That was 2022. And I performed kwa Kanyam. I think yeah, quite in first quite at twang and then first performance yakula.
Yeah.
And then there were people. I've never seen in Sapato Joba Fuele Bagam. Sapato Feka. You know, the thing was, by the bone, full so fighted as stage, and then microphone and tambo. Oro naena, taide bomba. You get my point. Ero DJ ari mu club. Ero pa pali audience apa. DJ ari mu club. So ngarishe nyimbo nangu waranda puro teti mfwiki. So kuchafi bakamba yonse nyimbo na outro pamba hili.
Fades out completely.
Kura bokushama balance ama performance. Balance ya show ya shara pa gate ya biggest and then fe tufume.
Ah, crap. You know, the worst experience I've had per stage was, I think it was a Miss Independence something. Coin. But I've got Jarabo stories for days. I could start a podcast on its own just talking about Jarabo stories from kitchen. I'm telling you the truth. October 2008 or 9.
Yeah.
Mindolo Dam, Kitwe. Dizmo, I'm on stage. Packed crowd. And I'm making announcements. Toilets are this way, blah, blah, blah. The beauty pageants will be, the girls will be coming out as, I think, Miss Independence Kitwe or something like that. The girls will be coming out, blah, 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 blah. And one of the big Jarabo's wives, who was organizer of the event, she knows herself, I'm sure somebody's going to show her this video. She comes to the side of the stage and she says, what's the gonna shout out, Tama guys, the Jarabo's working. And she trust me. You remember the story, yeah? She writes like a list of names to shout out. On a serviette like this. And I go back on stage.
Yeah.
And I continue my announcements. Oh, the beauty pageant is going to start in a bit. Thanks a lot to our sponsors. I think there was whatever drink, blah, blah, this company, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And also special shout out to the following. And I started mentioning their names one by one.
Yeah.
Dude, tell me why I'm getting off the stage. I'm being lifted. Boy, two guys, legs, I'm being lifted off the stage, taken behind. You know how Jarabos moved. I'm a Land Cruiser, shine, and I'm putting the scent. I don't know if I should say. I don't know if I should say. I did the shout outs, and that's what put me in trouble. They put me in the center. What's on the I'm like, no, but madam, what's that? Me punda mash. Oh, touching for charan. But we don't finish sung up. Like I'm like, don't finish sung up. I'm watching. Like, damn. Luckily,
Takwari security.
They were the security guy. There's a gig and it's organized by someone in that clique. They are the security. So luckily, in the corner of my eye, I see the lady, the organizer of the event. She was one of the big Jarabo boss's wives. Yeah. I scream to her and she comes quickly. And I tell her what's going on. It's like, madam, the list you gave me, I shouted out. Now it seems to have put me in trouble. I don't know what to do. So she asked him, guys, see this shiny apart. Touch me for more and if you papa stage by that.
So language.
Yeah, language barrier. Yeah. So she tells them, you illiterate. And she went on and on. To come as like, don't touch up a stage. I didn't touch. I'm not even sent him.
Shout out.
Oh, sorry, madam. In fact, all of you now, my name is Trama drinks. Tell me why 20 guys go to the bar and come back with 2 crates each. 2
crates each.
2 crates each, bruh. I've got like stacks of crates by the back of the stage. Yeah, I used to drink some brown bottle back in the day.
Yeah.
Now I've got like 40, 50 crates at the back of the stage. I don't know what to do with. So what I did, I just packed them on a van, went and sold them to a pub nearby the day after. I made about 40, 50, about 20, 30 grand, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a good payday.
Shout out to the Jarabos.
Shout out to the Jarabos. What type of experience the Jarabos in Quito and performing, am I?
Wow. Kaidi ni want to band first. So,
yeah, the way you speak, they would love you, man.
Shabapo na West experience na Copa build. Because Copa build, Copa build shimofena murusaka munomwe. The love is just the same, so... Kaidi futi na abavena abantu wapa street aba kulafuwaika taifuwaika sana ati ile moneka kwa ati wali basamba monangu ati you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Futi, what hates them the most is when you start presenting yourself in a way that you are therefore so maybe for instance mwali ama friends nangu you knew each other
kule
batandalira ko time once in a while you catch up Because trust me, people who go after you, you know, there are people who know you. They have that hate to say.
Yeah.
Dizmo, you've got a question?
And I was trying to say something. I was once an artist manager, right? So I needed.
Aren't you managing J-Max? What do you mean I was once?
I was once an artist manager, right? So what happened one time was we were in. What did you press?
No.
Okay. We were in. I was in a town somewhere, and I needed to hitchhike back to Lusaka. When I reached the station, I shit you not, these guys on the streets, they looked at me, they're like, managers!
Serious?
And they called me, you guys, in 2 minutes. They had stopped a Hilux front seat aircon for me to get to Lusaka. And they said, don't even pay anything, plain fare, drink. That's how I got to Lusaka on time. And that's when I realized that you don't have to look down on people. Because even when I go to town now and I'm going to look for iPhone covers, hey, it's the guys, managers, send them for 100. My bemba.
Na discount.
Valencia Zali.
Again, that's careless discount.
Careless discount.
Dizmo, I'm sure when you were leaving, and why did you leave so far away first? Chilanga fe kumbe, like deep in the, from what you're describing, past Chilanga in the bushes. You had a good reason. You said you have a good reason for leaving.
Yeah, I have a reason. You know, it's because of my family first. I stay with my grandma and, you know, people. So it's them who love that place so much. They feel at home. Because me, I'm not home most of the time. I'm out. So even if, and away from that, you know, there's just that privacy, you know, whereby I can even walk just to the shop and come back.
Oh, nice.
As opposed to if you lived, say, in Kablonga, what would be different?
What would be different? Okay, for me, I feel like I'm at a point where I've had situations where you live where people will easily access, and it's a problem, you know. Friends would pull up at awkward hours, you know, maybe there are people, not even your close friends, you know, they'll just pull up. Fiena ngo 01 abafuma club mweria ile na baluba tabako etea transport arefu mina fiena ngo ati pachiring sport ili kompepe na bondi obe, you know. So for me it's a peace of mind thing, and just having, you know, staying away from certain situations. Kaidi ine yako watu umuntu aisafie na abantu diba panga ndero tamwishi bofo bashirano nomba ngafuira mmobe walaranda shani. So ngaure kula kule fwa ikafi fintu fimbiule fita ko.
And you don't take alcohol yourself, do you? What's the story behind that?
Tako have a bad story, but the reason why I don't drink is because this and that. Ni preference fair as a human being fair about it for.
Okay. But you walen wakade?
Yeah, I used to drink. But not at the 13 than that because I didn't push school in 2016.
Grade 12 in 2016.
Yeah.
Look at us.
2016. Ndi mo aishene baba. 2016.
Hey.
So okay, yeah, so just a brief why. Inendefu na fe munganda fe ya mano fe wataba fe fe. Na discipline fe walikuwa atana ngumwikala mugeto walishwa fe this I can do, this I can do mama. So nango after finishing school shakweteria influence yako ati wild manje nacho open kwale bafera kwa fati nango ati ni holiday nango ati 24 October independence filiafine mwana wako week foot mwambo kugeba futi na bagaye fiashani. So nango ni hapa pen tayari ati ndano wafie ndio wabwa
But I've never been that person as well, eh?
Yeah. But shire mwena mwabanu wakozi abanandi barano, I know.
Anendeba mwena mwaisho.
Uteti
I'm just joking.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Wow.
Bari babu, you know.
Look at Coin looking guilty right now. With a bottle.
With a bottle.
Guys, any questions from this side?
Yeah. Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, no? What's her name again? Something Booty?
Big Booty Michelle.
Big Booty Michelle. No? Coin, any question? Gob always has a question. Yeah.
Maybe just the experience with working with I've forgotten his name. The South African guy, I've forgotten his name.
MT,
yes. Like how was it? Like, Like, did the song give you the result that you wanted to have?
Yeah, I didn't patience. What patience?
What do you mean?
So,
Yeah, the song with empty.
you know how with these international artists, how they work. It's not about you paying them money. You understand? It's not about you being known on something. It's about what they feel would actually suit in their type of music. You understand? So the song that we did with MT, it took about 12 hours just writing the verse. So I was like, it started around maybe 18 to somewhere 4 in the morning. Or 5, somewhere there. So I was asking his manager to say, why is it taking so much time? But I also take time, like even up to 18 hours, just writing a verse. So I was asking him, he told me to say, this guy loves this song so much because it's speaking of you and him are more of the same direction because you speak of the street and house and stuff. So he loves the song so much. So he's trying to come up with content that would be easily understood by people from your country and his. You understand? So, yeah, the patience because na pakucha video futi that kuba muize first. Mwaya kulia ku South Africa, and then mwalo le la filafina kwata fe time mwa shooting a video.
Okay.
Cause kwali bapo fe na ma features futi yo bakana fe. Nanguna kwata start fitare fwa fe na kana fe.
Energy na ikana fe.
Na ikana. Yali ba spiritual yo bacha.
You talk about MT and you having like similar backgrounds. And we spoke about you growing up in Misisi. How would you describe, and I know you're the last born in a family with 8, right?
Yeah.
And growing up in Misisi, there's 8 of you, children plus your parents, that's 10 people in one house.
Yeah.
How big was your house? What kind of a childhood did you have?
So right now I'm speaking of a situation where we are like 36.
In the house.
Yeah, they should be 36 because my mom is very old and she has like great grandchildren. Yeah, so we're 8, but we're now 6. My brother and the sister, they passed on some years back, and it's just mom who is taking care of everyone there. So it's a family house, but we have like some 2 rooms where my sisters are staying and stuff.
Wait. So currently, right now, where you're living?
No. I'm speaking of the main house, family house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then where I stay, we have like my nephews and stuff. They come and, grandmother is also there.
So wait, where your mom lives, there are 36 people right now.
If I was to count, we're over... Yeah, because they are also dependents,
How are you taking care of these people, bro? Sorry to ask.
I've never failed.
Oh, you're the one taking care of these 36 people?
I wouldn't, yara unfuka kwa tini
I know. Washlanda again atafunga pali. And I'm not asking this question.
Okay, in short, naranda fiati turaisunga fie. Cause nganaranda taking care umuntu te financial form fie. Na ene kula wafia tifi ndefo afie na ngwati. Tempia ndefo afie na ngwanshi ntikeko pa kliniki. Ya support ya kwa wati. Na idenza na wishwati sister of yala sanga. So we're just keeping each other.
Wow.
But what was it like, you growing up in Misisi in that family? How would you describe that?
Okay, for me, I would say growing up in Misisi has not really brought out a savage in me, because I know I've been in situations where I've seen people killing somebody, and they gave no reaction. I've seen people beaten to death, I've seen how I've had beef in the neighborhood whereby, the cops would come to stop that whole situation. I've had situations where the cops are looking for you, you've, group influence and stuff. So from that time, I'm coming from a home where my dad was a military man. So had some discipline in me. You get, up to now, I've never been, a supporter of violence and stuff, because I know the negative impacts of that thing. Because, trust me, there's no good in trouble.
Yeah.
You know my point. Sure. So growing up in Misisi has really, made me understand how, if you have to make it from the hood, it's you nobody owes you none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, even if I'm here, I have to my little things which belongs to me. It's not that I'm coming from a rich family. No. It's about the choice that I made when I was young. No, I can't do this. Let me just focus on the positive thing.
Yeah.
Even positive, yeah, but difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ichintu chaba positive chari shupo kuchita. So as a result, kura wale kwa banzanga nabevi wanavile kachia tiamba che kumwamo wanobaira.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So coming out from the hood is about what you've decided, you, and nobody owes you none. You know what I mean? Because we all had equal opportunities. Nobody had somebody to favor them to say, iwe toleo kwambo kwikala kusalama paki. No. Yadi wafia washikama vya but futi abaiche futi banganda na wafura futi nzilita mirando futi. Waingira move mwaso ili yaini. So for ya fini ya fia lesson fi wamo na fia okay but kuku atajeri ko not fiati.
I'm loving the words for this man. Your mom is staying with. Well, you described where your mom. Where's your dad?
My dad passed on when I was in grade 2.
2.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of you with him?
Yeah, I have, because I have like 3 memories, because I was young by then.
Okay.
The first memory that I have is me remembering him taking me to church. I was a Catholican. So kwa hiyo atibalentwala ku church oro pakubwera banshitira maeu. Memory ya face. So
have you loved Mahel since that time?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And then memory mbi that whenever abafya never doctor mwami.
Oh, so when you say military man, it's literally he was a military man.
Bali ni doctor.
Right. I thought you meant like bali fya discipline
bali
sana
ni
pamanda.
doctor fi
All right. Okay.
So yali ati nanguna olwala takwali atukuya sana ku clinic, but memory ya number 2 nili yako ati nalisa alwala poka malaria ilo kwali kudala kozeja Krista peni janyeri. Mwaizi. Na kororo queen. So nikumbukira na bwana dwara ilo manje bafuno nilasa ijano nimwesa kororo queen. Na bwana menya squad. Tawira ku ground foot yani tiola malaria 18 hours brother wanga bonia mura and papa foot. And peleka pabo. And then memory inango ya last konzepo time ka musikumbukira janza pato zambata zija zizo ngambao
mazembe
zija banapo banigulira ene bakamba nishi namba grade 1 yambata. If out of excitement bakamba no ivala no yo dura bakamba no ivala if kwa no inda ground tambo sobera mukamba wina ngono bwera chati 10% nyoni tambo konga kushoka pano lo mangana pale wanikamo na mimi olutafika mai pakuona nopoka mbati apa palimbwa apa imaruma ukavana sapato za black. As a kid, you're scared of dogs. You are young, come on. And then I was like, serious? Okay. And then azivula nsapato nompasa sifaka mplastic ya ramu. Okay, nabwira nindonguletereni. Nonkalapo na what 4 hours paka. Sabwe.
Dizmo, he will not kill me today. Go on.
Kwenda kubondi badapo nilipensa pato nshivangala chipaka pando wananibenya mbama zone kublida both mpuno na mkamba. But he was a good man,
What do you miss the most about him?
Okay, I was very young, so I didn't spend much time.
You didn't have that
him.
opportunity to.
But from what I know, he was, a very huge supporter of academics, first foremost.
Right.
Because, part to che, although, due to circumstances, but academics, supporter maninga, and then, vinango futi, he was just like me, you know, like he never had ija chongo chati kwa bachita chasu, no. Izeba mwizi.
Many musicians, many rappers have songs about their mothers. Are you doing something, considering your mom seems to have and is doing amazing things, man? Because taking care of that number of people, it can't be easy.
Wait,
You
I
know
have
what I mean?
a follow-up question though. So your dad was he was a doctor at Mainasoko.
Yeah.
So is it that life flipped after he died?
Okay, like I said, I'm not coming from a very poor background.
Uh-huh.
Because our life, I say, there's a footing. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nishina mulungu ngani punish for life.
Yeah.
Nchokera ku family she ulongo so kamushe but kaidi.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the hood, you know, you meet friends who are coming from different backgrounds, you know, and then you'll be seeing situations, you know, and you feel for your friend, boy, nchani, boy, 2 days stima Japan, you know, like wacha wankara adapt naye oche waziba I've matched kaso. Knife quite sometimes is okosa when dosakirira but not to combat okay ndine chai witness chewa vindu.
Yeah.
Not that.
Dizmo, I'm sure when you're driving from Chilanga to this place, you had, as with every guest that we have in this podcast, an imagination of what you feel or anticipation of what you feel is a question we're going to probably dwell on or ask you. Is there a question that you figured or thought we're going to ask you, but we haven't asked on this episode?
Pali album maybe share.
Pali album.
Umuntu,
Maybe.
What do you think we're going to ask about the album?
How it's doing and stuff.
How's it doing? Do you have real views? Do you have real streaming numbers? Or are you faking it like many people in the industry right now?
No, I'm not doing that. Okay, we're doing good numbers and there are just a lot of lessons that are attached to it. I personally feel, you know, there are some things that I could have not included in the album, you know, and there are some things which I feel I left out, you know. But for me, being the guy who has not been in the game for a long time, it's a major success because I'm sitting on like 7 million in like 4 months. 5, yeah, you know.
That's dope, huh?
Yeah, so it's good numbers for me.
But I don't get why a lot of artists in the industry are feeling the need to fake numbers just to look like they're in demand.
So
instead of just letting it ride out and gauge from there where to go after if something doesn't work out. You know what I mean?
People are being misled because of numbers. You don't measure value based on numbers.
Thank you.
You get, so there are some artists who are not even on YouTube some time back, but if you are to play their songs right now, and trust me, people who are really big, they don't even, you know, worry about how views are going because, trust me, we have different audiences. You know, streaming YouTube, what? There are people just go on the ground to get on a flash. So we don't measure value like that, you know, and it would be wrong for people to be, you know, measuring artists based on numbers. You don't do that. Numbers, yeah, okay, because they're also streaming farms. You've heard of them?
Yeah, true.
You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Apa, in a 13 than that. In our numbers, and Parwan, if you are taking complaint, if you Parwan. I've never been worried about who is doing match numbers, who is doing. I've mainly focused on what's in my hands. You get my point. So nanguni neama streaming. Kule bomba fi as an artist fi waba pera abantu ba umfwa.
Chapwa.
Not that parast kaidi you know, you need to know if you're creating music for passion or maybe you are creating it for, you know, for people to, you know, validate, to say, in the end, trust me, if you are creating music with passion, just, you know, man is just a reward that comes after a successful song or a project. If you are creating music with passion, you you create it for longevity, not just okay. If you're paying, what if you're views you get? I'll give you an example. There's a song we dropped. It's on the album. It's I Choose You song. It features Cooper Contra. There's a young boy just like like this. So it's a very nice song. You get, and we shot a video for it. A very nice video. So when we dropped the video, the numbers were so low. You know, like we didn't even hit 100K views in like a week or two. And then my manager was there complaining to me to say, why are my numbers more ended? And then my response was, good music will always be good music.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Whether there are views or not. Definitely, if one person hears the song and it's nice, they will like it.
Yeah.
But if you check out the statistics right now for the songs, they're high now. Because of the song itself, just a nice song. You get,
it started growing on its own naturally.
Yeah, it's like my favorite on the playlist when I'm performing right now. Yeah.
You know another song that started off as a slow burner? You know Tracy Chapman, yeah? Fast Car. You know, remember the story of Fast Car?
Yeah.
She releases the album, late 80s. She releases the album, and that's a brilliant song.
Yeah.
She releases the album.
Yeah.
And that's the last song they put in the album because even the record label thought, you got a fast car.
Yeah.
They threw it in there just as like a bonus track. You know what I mean? They released the album. They sell a few thousand copies. The album doesn't go anywhere. Then she's invited to go sing. Where was that Nelson Mandela concert in Europe?
The Nelson Mandela concert. I can pick up the story for you now.
Nelson Mandela concert. Stevie Wonder can't perform because his harmonica
is not there.
Exactly.
So they're like, you get on your guitar.
Yeah. Sing again.
Sing it. And then that's when she plays it. And then that's when that was like, even when the sun was setting.
There were over 100,000 people at the stadium.
100,000 people were just watching her. Yeah. And that's how that song blew up.
Yeah.
And the album was already like, the album wasn't selling until that day. That day.
And she won a Grammy
afterwards. You know what I mean?
Music
5 years later.
Yeah, even unpredictable. Kulabati wadabwa fene nyimbo wa dropa fene ngwati 1 year ago. Olo yambo kupanga sense.
Yeah.
So music kule panga you just create.
Yeah.
People always laugh at me about being behind with Zambian music. You know what song is a hit in my car right now?
No, which one? Which one?
Misisi again. Dizmo, thanks a lot for coming through, man.
Respect.
Crack the freestyle for our new intro. We said we were gonna. Come on.
I don't want to do first. But wait, before he does it, have one final question for the women. One final question. Skincare routine, like looking at you and up close, your skin.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Your skin is banging, my brother.
Oh.
You should share your secrets. Damn.
Kule ikala fe mujira.
Muli yako mwai like say.
Do your thingy majigis.
You were giving us a freestyle.
Yeah. Bano na chungu. Yeah. Nichovuto trusta yo wedea mavala ma fake chain. Life niyo kosa times 40 for the black men. Navokudia passive kana good taste. When people look at you and say you look stressed. Tima ukila pa crime seed. Wiyu kweni chokera ba mafela popa mili miyo. Chanka tuma police talk ishi is real. Mawedi ni siya machitika no wiyu. Konkere zaifu zakafana mashoku dadi. Taira nzelo kupanga family yako happy. Ukanidisa reply yanga mapi bakupeza oli admitted quad territory about mafshirikiti.
I never expected it. That's amazing.
I never expected it.
I never.
But it turned out so good. Dizmo, to the next one.
Beautiful.
Respect.
Remember to click on the subscribe button. It's not there for decorations. It's right under the screen that you're watching on YouTube right now. It's subscribe. I think it's still in red, right? Click on that one. And remember to support the people that support us. We've got mocktails, come in 4 flavors, the mojito, the pina colada, the Cosmo, and the strawberry and lime crisp. Get these from any supermarket and any store worth its salt in your neighborhood. So get these drinks right now. They're from Big Tree Beverages, Brothers Mocktails. To the next episode. Have a lovely day. May the good Lord richly bless you. And Dizmo, good luck on the album. Let it blow up, man.
Thanks too for being
May
here.
you have good health, long life, joy, abundance, God's guidance, and God's protection. To the next episode, have a lovely day.
I receive.
Dizmo, you're amazing. That was so good. You are amazing, man.
Dun